Y'all see the new look? Say I look like Black Gumball and we gonna have a fucking problem. Tails is one of the most diverse characters in the Sonic series. Either you hate the dude because of how terrified he acted when he saw water nigga,
or you love him because he's just a simple sweet fox nigga.
or you like me and you just a fucking hater. Either way, Tails is one of the most iconic sidekicks ever. For every Batman, there's a Robin. For every Mario, there's Luigi. And for every Genshin Impact player, there's a mental institution. And luckily, our beloved blue nigga has Tails. Now, Tails was pretty one-dimensional back in the first few games that he was introduced in. Like, he was pretty much just Sonic's sidekick who could fly a plane at 8 years old.
See, young man, that's something that me and Tails got in common. Cause back in my day, we had to pilot Evangelions to get to school.
Tails was just pretty much Sonic's sidekick up until Sonic Adventure. And it's in Sonic Adventure where we don't just get to see Tails' personality, but we also get to see him grow as a character throughout the story and actually have character development. So in Sonic Adventure, Tails is testing out a plane and he crashes somewhere, I don't fucking know. And Sonic, being the cool nigga he is, helps Tails out. And afterwards, Tails pretty much just follows Sonic around for a bit. And eventually they decide to spin the block on that hoe ass nigga Eggman because he stole a motherfucking jelly sandwich from me. Did Tails send me this shit? Sonic and Tails pretty much get split up trying to go after Eggman. So Tails decides that he actually gotta get some shit done. So Tails fixes up another plane, gets Sonic, who is in the middle of nowhere, and tries to fade Eggman again. And from this, you can tell Tails is dedicated as fuck. Like, there's no way I'ma have a gigantic laser beam blasted at me while I'm in a plane, survive this shit, and still want to smoke with the nigga who did it. That shit literally evaporated the side of his plane. Why do you want smoke? Anyway, they land on the ship, meet up with Amy, and decide to fuck up Eggman's antique billion-dollar exquisite flying ship. Honestly, I see why Eggman want him dead, because they be fucking up billions of dollars worth of shit on the daily. While the ship is crashing, Tails decides to fly Amy away to safety. And when he does fly her to safety, he sees Eggman's personal UFO ship thingy. Tails goes a bit closer and overhears Eggman talking about how he gonna fuck up the city. So Tails chases this nigga down. Bro, calm down. It's not that deep, bro. Calm down. Tails catches up with Eggman, stops him from destroying the city, and realizes he low-key that nigga. After this, we see Tails help out Sonic throughout Sonic Adventure 2. And I think it's in Sonic Adventure 2 where we see how smart Tails actually is. Like, Tails cops a CD from Eggman for a few seconds and tracked down his exact location. And he did that shit with no tools. I suggest nobody talk shit about him on a Discord call. This nigga will dox you in a millisecond. Tails also creates a fake Chaos Emerald. But this fake Chaos Emerald can use the Chaos Control ability that Shadow has. He basically made a duplicate of a magical gem. And the fact that he can actually pull that shit off in the first place is crazy. Tails also fights Eggman one-on-one a few times, showing that he really doesn't need Sonic to get shit done. Later on, we see Tails help with a lot of technical shit for Sonic, like how this nigga was able to create a nearly perfectly accurate translator for some fucking aliens. But Tails got more and more sad. Like, over time, we don't really see him doing much in the story in the first place. We even catch Tails running from purple clouds of shit. Like, he beat machines way stronger than this. Even my RB sandwich built ass can beat these niggas. And sadly, Tails gets way worse in the series over time. We even seen the nigga throw it back out of fear. Tails, I don't know about you, but I ain't never been that scared, bro. Tails really has the smarts, but he's just scared of everything. Or at least this version of Tails. Despite Sonic Prime having the worst iteration of Sonic, I'd say it has the best iteration of Tails. And trust me, I know what you're thinking.
This nigga just threw it back out of fear. I don't know if he could come back from that.
But hear me out. Sonic Prime reshaped the way I look at Tails. I used to think of Tails as just a smart sidekick that can sometimes get shit done. But after Sonic Prime, I look at Tails as the character with the absolute most potential in the series. In Sonic Prime, Sonic fucks up and creates entirely different universes because his dumb ass ain't want to listen to his friends. See, the thing about your friends is sometimes they can actually be a huge help to the
on a whole nother level, I'm geeky.
In Sonic Prime, Sonic pretty much goes from dimension to dimension trying to restore the universe with the Paradox Prism. And of course, he sees different versions of his friends in every single dimension. And in one of the dimensions, they even have 5 different versions of Egg Nigga. And of course, Eggman is an absolute hater. He don't fuck with nothing natural. I don't fuck with trees. I don't fuck with butterflies. I don't fuck with hills. I don't fuck with rainbows. I don't even fuck with you. In the Eggman dimension, there's also a different version of Tails. Like, he immediately tried to kill Sonic when Sonic trespassed in his lab. But eventually he calmed down and realized that Sonic is kinda a cool dude.
He ain't as cool as me though. I got
the whatchamacallit tools, the thingamajiggy jacket, nigga, you can't fuck with me.
This version of Tails actually introduces himself as Nine. Now the thing about Nine is that he's just Tails, but if Sonic wasn't there. He pretty much kept getting bullied by the foxes from Sonic 2, and eventually he snapped. He built a whole bunch of mechanical Tails to fight them off and maybe killed them. I think he killed them. Anyways, Nine actually helped Sonic out because he really isn't a bad dude. But the thing that separates Nine from Tails is the fact that Nine does not give a fuck. Like every single robot that this nigga fades gotta be killed in the most embarrassing way possible. He was fighting a robot while trying to hack into Eggman's system, and this nigga didn't even use his hands. Bro, I'd hunt the fuck out of this nigga if I got killed by him.
Since your ass killed me with the cheese grater, I'ma hunt you for the rest of your fucking life.
I'ma just say, I don't give a giggity friggity fraggity fuck about Sonic in this show because Nine carries this shit. Anybody who don't fuck with my opinion will get ran over. My license is suspended, not expelled, bitch. Nine eventually travels to a dimension where there's absolutely nothing. And Nine loves this dimension because he can just create a new, and there's nothing that he actually has to fight. Later on, Sonic and Nine actually find all of the parts of the Paradox Prism. And of course, Sonic wants to use it to make everything turn back to normal. But Nine actually just wants to live in the secluded dimension, and he basically tells Sonic,
Sonic, I fuck with you heavy, but your hungry ass went to my crib to steal a bologna sandwich last week. Oh, how do I know? I got cameras around my shit 25/8. And you thought I forgot about that shit? I felt betrayed. And now you telling me I have to help your one eyeball having ass just because? Bitch, you stole my fucking sandwich.
and Nine decides to take the Paradox Prism with him and create the new world he always wanted. But Nine realizes he actually needs Sonic's power to stabilize the Paradox Prism. Right when he realizes that, Sonic and Shadow goes to Nine's dimension just to get the Paradox Prism back. But like I said before, Nine does not give a fuck. So of course, Nine is ready to fight them, and Shadow and Sonic gets ready to fight him. But my thing is, if this nigga doesn't even lay a finger on robots to murk him, why would you want to fight this nigga? He literally embarrasses everybody he fights. I don't want to fuck with him. Nine creates stronger versions of all of Sonic's friends, and Shadow gets embarrassed bad. Shadow got jumped by 4 different niggas at the exact same time, proceeds to say, Sonic, I'll be okay, and then gets his ass thrown in a fucking pit. Honestly, I did not fuck with Shadow in Sonic Prime. I felt like throughout the show he was just a negative ass nigga, but that nigga did not deserve that level of disrespect. Nigga, I felt like I was getting my ass beat.
I wouldn't do it, dead dog.
Shadow throws Sonic back to safety, and Sonic brings back every single nigga from every dimension he went to just to fight Nine. When you gotta bring multiple people from multiple different dimensions to whoop one person ass, you know he that nigga. They ain't even do that shit against Thanos. What the fuck? Sonic even gets 5 different Eggmans just to fight Nine. When you gotta get 5 different versions of one of the most hating ass niggas you know just to fight somebody? That shit is crazy. I don't know what to say. Since Sonic brought all of his homeboys, Nine creates stronger versions of everybody and thousands of copies of them. And it's pretty much an all-out war between Sonic's side and Nine's side. Knuckles is pretty much the one that actually puts a stop to Nine. And I love that shit so much because it shows that Sonic doesn't always have to be the hero of the story. Sometimes the hero of the story can actually be a red nigga who actually owes me not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5. Makes the show feel more about the characters instead of just about Sonic. They're starting to do that much more with the games too. Anyway, Knuckles beats Nine's ass, and Nine feels like he don't want to kill everybody no more, so everything goes back to normal. For now, this is the absolute farthest that Tails has been taken as a character. Honestly, Nine just feels like the better version of Tails. He is an evil genius, but he's nothing like Eggman. While Eggman wants everybody to praise him and love him and see his face everywhere, Nine just wants nothing. Nine don't fuck with anybody, and that doesn't just magically change when Sonic appears. Hey Nine, bro, you fuck with me?
Nigga, fuck no.
That's one of the great things I can say about Sonic Prime. Like, every other character in the show aside from Sonic and Shadow are amazing. Every single one of these characters actually stays consistent throughout the show. And we actually get to see the creation and destruction of the best Sonic villain in the series. Later on, in Sonic Frontiers, we actually see Tails acknowledge that he's been a scaredy cat ass nigga for a while now. And he pretty much explains that he's gonna be the best that he can be from now on. The fact that he acknowledged that he's inconsistent in the first place is so great. It shows that the writers are actually trying to fix up the misdirection and mischaracterization of the characters in the series. Just cause I had to look those words up don't mean I'm dumb, okay? So far, that's pretty much all we got from Tails for now, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna have some really good moments in the future. But until those moments, I still don't fuck with Tails.